My girlfriend told me she finds it weird that I walk to work instead of taking the bus and said she'd be too embarrassed to tell her friends I walk an hour each way. Then when I suggested we walk 5 minutes to dinner, she said walking to places is undignified and she won't embarrass herself like that. Posted by you/what's wrong with a walk. I feel like I'm going crazy, so I just wanted to check whether I'd somehow completely misjudged this. Literally the only thing to explain here, I've been seeing my girlfriend for 3 months, exclusively for 2. I don't drive as I graduated university and moved to London, where a car isn't needed, and I've only just moved back to my more rural hometown. I'm currently working in an office which is slightly awkwardly located. If I get the bus, it's 2 separate buses, so the journey takes a total of about 55 minutes. If I walk, it's 1 hour 10 minutes. I enjoy walking a lot when it isn't raining, and I take quite a scenic route, so I enjoy getting my headphones in with Spotify and just enjoying the stroll in the mornings and evenings. I enjoy it more than a cramped bus and find it to be relaxing and a fresh start to the day. I mentioned in passing that I walk to work to my girlfriend, and she keeps bringing it up, saying that if I don't drive I should stop being weird and get public transport like everyone else. She thinks it's too long to just walk each day, and she just finds it weird. She said she would be too embarrassed to tell her friends that I walk to work. That's all I can explain. There's no real other reason, but she genuinely seems to have an issue with it. Am I missing something here? Has she just got a weird problem with the concept of walking? Relevant comments. Commenter 1, what is weird is her having an issue with something completely healthy. Commenter 2, not to mention that public transport isn't exactly reliable in all corners of the world. I've heard stories about British public transport from Brits and my parents, who were there as tourists, so no important stuff like, showing up at work on time. Commenter 3, plus, walking is free. Over the course of a year, that is a decent amount of money saved. Commenter 4, this might just be a one-off weird opinion of her, or she might have larger issues. Ask her what exactly her problem is with you walking to work. Tell her the reasons you made that decision, and that you'd rather not hear any criticism on it from now on. That being said, you could cut that 1 hour 10 minutes to about 15 to 20 minutes with a bicycle. Not relevant to the issue, I know, but as an engineer, I worship efficiency. Commenter 5, while I disagree with the way the girlfriend is approaching the issue with I can't believe that the walk itself is the problem. Maybe she wants him to get a car now that he lives rurally. Does your girlfriend always have to come to you or pick you up to spend time together? That can be draining. Or maybe she feels that by not biking or driving, you're significantly cutting into your time together? You are 100% in the right to walk to work and enjoy it. I just think that finding the real problem would be better for your relationship than the righteous indignation approach most commenters are taking. Maybe a bike is a potential compromise. Commenter 6, I guarantee she wants you to pass your driving test or get a car. But rather than discuss it with you, she hopes that by shaming you, you'll run off and organize it yourself. If you're happy to walk, then walk. Update, 1 week later. I didn't quite expect the amount of attention that post got a week or so ago. Anyway, just to update you guys on what happened. 3 nights ago, we were hanging out at her house and decided to go for dinner at a pub which is a 5-minute walk from her house, nowhere fancy. I said to her, shall we head off? To which she replied, well, have you called a taxi? I pointed out that it's a 5-minute walk away and it's quicker to walk there, and it was a nice evening. She then told me that walking to places is undignified, and that I can embarrass myself with that kind of thing if I want to, but she won't. Then after some thinking about her immaturity, and the fact that I find her a bit boring, I told her that I don't think we're going to work out and she has some growing up to do. Then I walked the 5 kilometers home, because forget you, Annie, walking's nice. Relevant comments. Commenter 1, her online dating profile will read I like long, dignified taxi rides by the beach. Commenter 2, and short rides to the pub. Commenter 3, I'd be so embarrassed to tell the taxi driver I was going that short of a distance. Commenter 4, I used to drive Uber, and I used to get requests all the time for like half-mile rides, in the busiest part of town, at the busiest hour. 1. There's a base pay. So a half-mile costs the same as 1 mile. 2. I guarantee you will get there faster walking than in a car navigating rush hour on one-way streets. Commenter 5, so good you walked away from that relationship. Commenter 6, he probably should have taken a taxi this time. Would have been faster. Commenter 7, this would have been the funniest thing ever if he had actually called a cab after breaking up with her. Commenter 8, limousine. This is hilarious. It's the Seinfeld episode we never got.